What's up guys, Kiara Franchica here, and I am super excited to deliver training on how I used free Facebook strategies to build my 5-figure months and to build a lifestyle beyond my dreams. Up to this day, I still can't believe the kind of lifestyle I've been able to create for myself. Just the time, freedom, and the flexibility to work from anywhere. Just that is so relieving, and I am going to teach you my exact strategy so that you can achieve this for yourself. Now, what I'm going to do is, first and foremost, in this video, what I'll do is I'll give you a background of where I was coming from. Don't kid yourself thinking that the person you see today, right now on video, is the person that I was like. I was not always like this, okay? So I want you to understand that I was actually very insecure. I was very unhappy, very ungrateful, and I was coming from an unhappy place. Within there was zero happiness, and it took time and it took development for me to be where I am today. I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I didn't work on a few, fundamentals. The traffic strategies and the sales conversions, they're actually not that difficult, all right? But there are principles which are way more important than just traffic strategies and sales conversions. I'll teach you all that, no worries. I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know. And they are so achievable. Everything is, I'm telling you, it's not rocket science. But your mind will play tricks on you, and it's going to make you think that there's more to what you're learning, say, in these videos. It could be any other traffic strategy which you decide to master, for all I know, but there are principles which you need to understand, like mindset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these principles as well in this video, and I really want you, to understand how important these principles are, and I want you to apply them to your life like I did. And I'm telling you, your life will change. So with that said, let's dive in and let's get started. Now, if you've never followed me online before, I want to briefly explain, where I'm coming from and who I am. But basically, I was an HR professional for 6 years. And not only was I unhappy with my career, but I was also a miserable person. I was insecure, and I was always wishing that I was in a better place and that I was a happier person, and I was always wishing that I was luckier. In other words, I was very ungrateful. However, I just knew there was a better way, so I started to look for ways to build a better life for myself and for the people I love. So I started, I came online, and I was looking for a way to, build an online business so that, I can have that time flexibility, and obviously I'd be able to write my own paychecks. And it took 14 months. I struggled for 14 months. However, I just knew, even when I wanted to quit, I just knew that going with the crazier option of not quitting was the way. And I was successful, back in April 2015, the 22nd of April, I actually had I had closed my first or my second 4K sale. And it was impressive because I went from nothing to, making my first 5K online. And within 45 days, my first 10K. And I've sponsored hundreds of people, and I've sponsored people only with Facebook, all right, with just this Facebook strategy, which I'm going to show you. I've hit company leaderboards, all right. So this strategy applies, you can apply it to anything and it will work. I quit my job in August 2015, and now I just, do what I love to do. I work from home or from anywhere in the world, and I'm just developing my skill, and I'm just literally creating a life I love. And you can achieve this too if you're willing to apply what I'm about to teach you. All right, this method is 100% duplicatable. Nothing about it is rocket science. Now, I want to show you what life I've been able to create for myself, not because I want to brag, but because I want to show you what's possible. The reason I told you I was a miserable person and I was insecure was because whoever you are, you can make this happen, but only if you're going to apply principles which I'm going to show you in this module before you dive into any coaching. Not just my Facebook strategies, but let's say you decide you want to master another strategy in your business. These principles apply. You need to apply them. It's not an option to skip what I'm about to teach you in this module. So back in June 2015, I did a short trip with my best friend Haitham, and another friend of his came over from Germany. We met up and we had an amazing time in Catania. They have amazing sweets, by the way, so if you go there, make sure that you hit up their patisseries. Back in August, went to Vegas for my first event, and it was an experience, just finally being able to get out of Europe again after 6 years, and seeing Vegas. It was, honestly, for me, it was just, living a life for a week that was beyond my imagination. I mean, people who have been to Vegas know exactly what I'm talking about. September, October, after I quit my job, because I had to go back to Malta to finish off my notice. So after that, I bought another plane ticket and I headed off to Aruba. All these pictures were taken in Aruba. I got to do things like sea bobbing. I really enjoyed the catamarans there. The sea over there is just amazing. It's clear blue and it's just so relaxing. I also got to see St. Martin, Curacao, Bonaire. Then right after the Caribbean, I flew to Florida because I am obsessed with the US. So I got to see San Francisco, got to see Florida. I have a good friend in San Francisco, which is why I spent a week there. And yeah, just been living it. And back in December, I went with my niece, my mom, and my sister-in-law, and we did a shopping spree for a week. We did Christmas shopping there, and we also went to Hyde Park. It's an amazing Christmas fair. You get to do lots of fun stuff as well, so we had a great time over there. Okay, now let's dive into the content. So basically, I want to show you how you can start from ground zero. I know that when starting out, it feels as though you have a long way to go. And I can tell you, I had to start from ground zero, and every successful person has to start from ground zero. So this is something we all have to go through until you can get to a place where you're getting results and you're building that momentum, which is what I want to show you how to do in this video. You need to start from ground zero. Okay, so how to start from ground zero and get to a place where you are moving and grooving. So here's what we're going to cover. So first I want to show you how you can train yourself to have a business mindset. And this is super mega important. So again, you can't skip this step. Secondly, how to have tunnel vision. And then I'm going to move on and talk about having focus intensity over a specific period of time. So I want to start by talking to you about training your mind for success. This one thing is your success formula. Your mindset is 99% of this business. Your mind is going to play tricks on you as you get cracking on business. You're going to ask yourself things like, can I really do this? And so many other doubts are going to creep into your head. Now, even after my breakthrough, so many times I've had doubts and I've asked myself if I'm capable of getting results. And the one thing I notice is that when I doubt myself, I am not doing mindset training and filling my mind with good stuff. Unfortunately, we live in a society that fills our mind with a lot of trash and negativity, and sometimes that even includes our close ones, because they think that the type of business we are trying to pursue is a scam, or that we're just, dreaming big. So it results in a lot of people thinking they cannot have that lifestyle which they always dreamed of. So they just settle and think that life is meant to be that way. And I am here to tell you that it is false and that life is not meant to be that way at all. We were put on this world to create a life of abundance and to have whatever it is that you want. Now, with that being said, that means you have to work on your mind and set it up to believe that you have what it takes to make this happen for you. So before you jump into any coaching, you need to understand how important this step is and that you can't miss it. If you do, then I'm warning you, you're proceeding at your own risk. Thinking like a successful person, that's what has really transformed my life. And I know this is what shaped the success of many other breakthroughs in our industry. I promise you that you're going to hit ruts and your mind is going to be your game changer. Now, the way you do this is you digest some form of motivational content every single day to fire you up. Now, some good examples are Eric Worre, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. So my recommendation is that you do this for 30 minutes every morning, and say every evening you do another 30 minutes. Listen to anything business related or motivational, just to keep you on track at all times. All right, there's so much content you can listen to on YouTube, lots of podcasts. So, just, spend 30 minutes every morning and every evening. We have a lot of dead time. So let's say, going to work with the train every morning, let's say you have 30 minutes there, all right? You could listen to motivational training on your way to work. Next, I want to speak to you about getting clear on vision. I was listening to Tony Robbins recently, and he said one thing which really struck a chord. He said, life will pay any price you ask of it. Then he moved on to saying, you need to ask specifically and intelligently. The more clear you can get on what you are asking for in life, the more your brain will know how to get there. Now, this is a very interesting fact. He actually explained how there's a part of your brain called the RAS standing for Reticular Activating System. And what this does is it decides what you notice and what you don't notice. So basically, your brain is conditioned to spend most of its time not noticing most things that happen around you, because you can literally go crazy if you notice everything. But when you decide what's most important to you, then your brain goes after it. So in other words, you need to know what you want precisely to get to where you want to be the fastest. Your vision or end goal cannot be general. It really has to be specific, or else your brain will drift off from focusing on what needs to get done. Okay? Clarity is power. In other words, you need to get very clear on your why. All right? So to me, it was traveling. In fact, I took that photo when I was flying to San Francisco from Fort Lauderdale. And that's my dad, because family is very important to me. So you need to have, tunnel vision. To me, it was doing the things I love from wherever I wanted in the world. In fact, I'm at home over here. Seeing places outside of Europe, and seeing places like America. In fact, this year I plan on going to Asia. And doing things for my family. Like, I know my parents absolutely love going out and dining, and I've been able to take them to another fancy restaurant recently, and I'm planning to to plan a big trip for them, and I already know how much it's going to cost me. And the reason I went into so much detail was because it's putting me in a position where I know exactly how much I need and how much work I need to get done in order to reach my goals and, you know, give them that trip. All right? So you need to know what you're going to do with the money. If you're only focusing on making money, let's say you're only focusing on making 10K a month, I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna last long. All right? You need to know what your lifestyle is going to look like. All right? What is it exactly do you want that you want? Do you want to rank for recognition as well in your company? Because for me, that was part of my vision. I wanted to hit, you know, company leaderboards. Do you want to do it for the people you love? Like for me, it's family. I know for many other people it's family, but you need to know what kind of lifestyle you're going to provide for them. Are you going to quit your job? If so, what time are you going to wake up in the morning? You know, what are you going to do when you wake up? Are you going to go to the gym like I do? You know, I like hit the gym 5 times a week. So get very specific. The reason you need to get so specific is because the minute you start focusing on what to do to get, you know, those specific results you are after, all the obstacles are going to show up. So unless you have enough reasons and emotional reasons to get past those obstacles, then you're gonna have a hard time getting past, you know, whatever it is that's getting in your way, and that's gonna stop you from making it happen. Next, I'm going to talk to you about focused intensity over time. So let's start with focus. So we all know that this society has sensory overload. We can't even get through a TV show without checking our mobile phones. Now, this is very dangerous for our business, all right? We have so many things around us which distract us, and we need to find a place in our lives of focus. And that focus needs to be so intense that you can be presented in the moment with whatever you are doing. If you want to create a solid business, you need to find focus in your life. And you need to find, you know, 2 to 3 hours a day or more if you can possibly can, so that, you know, you could sit down with 0 distractions and give your business your all for those few hours per day. Next is intensity. Intensity is what speaks to your heart into the lives of others. People aren't going to join you because you have the best products or because you have the best words. They're going to join you because of your passion for what you are doing. You know, people can feel your passion through your computer screens. And I can guarantee this 100% because every time I do videos, you know, the more passion and the more fun I have delivering those videos to my audience, the more messages I see flooding through my inbox from people asking me about what it is I do, or just simply thanking me for adding value to their life. You know, and this is why you have to be so certain about your why in this business. It is important that you know why you're sacrificing your time to experience ultimate freedom in your life. Last point, and this is very important. All of us have the ability to have focus, intensity over a few days, over a week, and sometimes even a month. But very few people are willing to be focused, intense, and passionate without seeing immediate gratification. I know for a fact that the top people in this business are not the ones with the biggest network to start. They are not the most business savvy. They are not people who others expected to succeed on day one, but they are there because of one thing: focused intensity over a long period of time. Consistency has brought them to the point of where they are today. Understand, if you do not see the bigger picture, then you are not going to make it. If you're going to be focused on just the results, then you're seriously not going to make it. All right? You need to enjoy the process. You have to be so focused and so intense for as long as it takes to succeed and to create more and more momentum for you. There are too many people looking for, push button systems, get rich quick schemes, immediate success, and they get burnt out. And the people who are consistent and dedicated end up winning in the long run. It's how consistent you stay with your daily routine, doing the revenue generating activities, getting comfortable with promotion, adding value to people's lives, doing this consistently over a long period of time that will create incredible momentum that eventually will change your life.